Hello and welcome back to Divinely Guided 999. So today's message is going to be different. This is going to be a new reading, a reading that I've never done before. And I'm also going to be using a deck that I never used before. So I will be going by the book if need be. So as you see in the title, this reading is going to be a divine feminine reading. So let's get to it and see what it is that you need to hear. Okay, so divine feminine, you are someone who is protected and things work out in your favor, even when you feel like it's not. You are a person that is a very level headed individual, and you're someone that shows others respect, not just by the things that you do, but also with the way that you communicate with others as well. One second. All right, I'm back. I just don't like when that happened. I was about to hold it in, but I gotta say, I do not like when I get interrupted because then I have to get back in that energy. But when it comes to certain things, and this is past energy, this is things that happened in the past. In order for you to be clear minded about certain things that happened in the past, it's best that you stand up for yourself because it's time for you to stand up for yourself. And this is about certain things in the past, though. This is not anything in the present. So if it's something that's really like boggling your mind, stand up for yourself and speak about it. Because it's something that stresses you out. And whatever it is, I mean, you're not going to feel that way about it in the long term because you're going to experience a breakthrough. This has something to do with your respect. It's, it's something that happened in the past where it made you feel like you weren't giving the respect that you felt that you deserved. This is past energy that I'm picking up on. And right now, it's time for you to stand up for yourself. So whenever you are feeling like you're not getting that respect that you deserve, speak up and pertains to what it is that you're feeling that needs to be some respect put towards your name, because it's time for you to level up. And this is something that you already know. You get your good communication from your grandmother. She either stays at a distance from you or she is no longer here. But the good qualities that you have were instilled in you from your grandmother. You could be feeling very hostile lately due to you being stressed. But trust that everything is going to work out. You've been irritated and just, even by the littlest things, because right now, like, I just feel so irritated. And I have no reason to be feeling like this at all. I just feel irritated and just over it. Like, and I have no reason to feel like that. This is how you've been feeling lately. But stay patient though, because your breakthrough is coming, because you are protected and everything is going to work out for you. The energy that you're feeling is not yours. It's not your energy. Toxic relationships came out. That's exactly why you could be feeling the way that you're feeling. Regretting being in a toxic relationship, because this is something that stresses you out. This is something that you could have been weak when it came to being in a relationship with people. This doesn't necessarily have to be anything romantic. This can be co-workers, friends, family, and even something that is romantic. You're looking back on past things, past relationships, and seeing exactly how how they weren't for your better good. And you picked up some traits in these toxic, in, damn, my words, my tongue getting twisted. You picked up some traits in these toxic relationships, or this toxic relationship. Like I was just saying, what you've been feeling is just irritable and just hostile energy, and just any little thing just irritates you. This is not your energy. This is things that you have picked up from being in toxic relationships with people. Yeah, what did I say? Hostile came out. These relationships had you feeling hostile. These relationships brung out a side in you that you didn't even know exists. At some point, you felt helpless in this relationship, and that's the reason why you held on to this toxicity. Is because you started to become someone that You aren't. You aren't this hostile person. This is not you. You don't have hostility within you. So, Divine Feminine, it's time for you to speak up for yourself in a good way, with good communication, because it's so easy to be toxic. Toxicity means, you have no morals, pretty much. It's nothing that you're considering on how to say or do something. You just doing whatever you want to do because, hell, you can. It's easy to be toxic, but to be very careful with your words, that's something different, and that's something that you have because you are intelligent. So now I'm going to use this Priestess of the Light deck. I never used this before, so let's see what messages that you need to hear from using this deck. Yeah, so it's time for you to gain your power, back. Your power, you pretty much gave away your power to these toxic relationships without you even realizing it. And it's time for you to gain your power back. Healing the Heart came out, and it speaks of power of self-love. So I am going to use the book. So it can go in deeper of the meaning of each card. So the Priest of Personal Power brings you a message of hope and healing. The priest reveals the inner strength you can call upon to overcome past heartbreaks that may have left you hurt and full of longing. As I was saying in the beginning of this reading, you're dwelling on past things. These toxic relationships, but I feel like this is a relationship that was romantic. I mean, you could have had dealt with more than just a romantic toxic relationship. That don't even sound like it makes sense, but you get what I'm saying. You could have dealt with toxic relationships on different levels, but I really feel like this is more relationship, like romantic wise. It says the pain could be from a recent breakup, or it may be the lingering ache from a love lost long ago. The scars in the heart center might even relate back to misinformation or mistreatment in childhood. In fact, issues of rejection, abandonment, and even betrayal may be driving your present perspective on love. These past experiences have caused a shutting down reaction, an emotional resistance to love in spite of your mental desire for it. Now is the time to heal the old heart and reverse the faulty conclusions that are actually blocking your desire. The circle of consciousness and thought represents your higher intentions where love is concerned. Within each powerful vortex of personal energy is the expanding strength of your relationship with yourself. So it's time for you to love on yourself. And that's really deep because that's just a lot of people do go through relationship difficulties, and I mean like toxic You know, like every relationship isn't perfect, but I'm talking about like toxic relationships is due to childhood things. Like when you really sit back and think about like what pieces are you missing that are allowing you, or that was allowing you to put up with certain behaviors. It was some type of piece, some piece missing somewhere, and it goes back to that. It's time for you to work on yourself. You don't have to feel like you have to hold on to a relationship because maybe it's the only relationship that you know, or it's the longest relationship you've been in, or you're just so used to it.